over 4 billion people around the world lack access to high quality care, particularly for like non-communicable diseases. There is a business in those numbers, but of course you have to think about it differently. You have to rethink the value chain, and not try to replicate what you might have in your home market or your high income market. Everyone thinks it's a good idea, but then when it comes time to put your own staff working on it, to, invest in a project, that kind of thing, then it becomes a little, I don't know, it's a trade-off between, this particular project and that particular project. So some of the things that I think are most valuable in that persuasion is the numbers and the macroeconomics. We don't want to only grow our market share in the top 30 to 40% of the healthcare market. If we don't begin to serve the next 30% of the healthcare market successfully, we will be, passed up by innovators from China, from other parts of the world who, don't start from a perspective of I have to make an either or choice. They start from a perspective of my market is this. It's the emerging middle class around the world that can afford to invest in healthcare. When I'm talking to business people that aren't so sure, I can point out to them the lost opportunity, and that is usually quite persuasive. But the impact is also very persuasive. I mean, we work in cancer, cardiovascular care. Everybody has been hit by that. Everybody knows a family member, if your grandmother hadn't had access, if your whatever hadn't had access. We do know the importance of early diagnostic. Like it really does save lives. We just have to figure out how to do this in a way that's economically viable in these environments. People love a good challenge, right? Engineers, financial planners, they love a good challenge, right? And when you can point out to them, certainly we are smart enough to figure this out. They very often want to get on board with that.